We're going to create a tab bar using the UI tab bar controller. First thing we need to do is go into our viewController.m. We need to change it from a subclass of UI viewController to a subclass of UI tab bar controller. Second, we need to create some new view controllers. I've already done this over on the left. You can see I've got first view controller and second view controller that I've created by right-clicking on test, going new file, and following the dialog to create a new view controller. Next thing we need to do is create instances of first view controller and second view controller. For this we need to import first view controller and import our second view controller. Now that we have them imported, we can now create new instances of these view controllers. First view controller, we'll call it FVC. Then we'll create our first view controller and create a new instance of it. Second view controller, SVC, equals our second view controller and a new instance of that. Now that we have our two view controllers, we need to set them within our tab bar controller as the view controllers for the tab bar. We do this by creating an array. We'll call this our tab bar, or our tab view controllers. And we will create an array on the fly and pass in FVC and SVC for our two view controllers. Next, we need to tell our tab bar controller to set the view controllers, which is now our tab view controllers. Now that we have those set, we need to create tab bar items. The way that we do this is by creating our tab bar item using fvc.tab bar item, and then we create a new UI tab bar item. We allocate it, and we initialize it. In this instance, we're going to initialize it with a title. We'll call this one first, an image, which we don't have, so we'll pass in nil, and a tag, which will be 0 for our first one. For our second one, we're going to copy this, paste it down here, change it to an SVC, and this will be our second. It'll be our tag of 1. Now when we build and run this, we can see that we now have first and second. Both of them are black, so let's put some color on it so we can tell the difference. We come into our first view controller and we set self.view.background color equals UI color yellow color. And our second view controller, we hit self.view.background color equals UI color purple color. Now when we build and run it, we can tell which view controller we're on. You can see that our first one was yellow and our second one is purple. Now we've created a UI tab bar controller and have two view controllers that we can use.